What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Drawing to Reality, where I take images from the internet or that are sent in by you and turn them into, well, reality. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to stay up to date for future content. And if you want to see your drawing turned into reality, email it to ruthlessgraphicsyoutube@outlook.com. Now let's look at the drawing we're going to turn into reality. I found this image on the internet and we're going to stick with that monster theme, which personally I love. Well, without further ado, let's jump in and let's get started. So, I basically started off with masking out shapes for each section, which was the head, the arms, left and right, the body, and I did the teeth like a bloody machine gun. No, it actually took me fucking ages. Started off with adding shadows. So I decided to move on to the gums. I raised a little bit out of there, added some shadows. I used an exposure layer to add some lines in there, which I wasn't too sure about. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to move on to the teeth. I'll come back to the gums. I shaded every individual tooth to get that 3D look. Now, this took me a long time. I was like, damn, it's way too long. But I felt like it was going to be worth it in the end. I then added some blood texture to the gums to make it look, I don't know, I guess a bit more realistic. That's what we're trying to achieve here. Added a bit to the teeth so that they would blend in better, like they were actually coming out of the gums. I added a few more shadows, and then I basically did the exact same to the bottom teeth. I added a texture overlay to the whole skull, which I thought looked quite good. And we were sort of getting there. I could see what was happening. I used a cracks brush to add some cracks and a few more details to the skull. And then I basically did the same for the torso. I added all the shadows where they needed to be. Added some cracks, added some texture, and I thought that was looking alright. You know, it was coming together quite nicely. Basically, more of the same for the right arm, his left arm, I guess. I then just copied and pasted the texture and the cracks. I added some more shadows. Yeah, looking good. Dropped in a shadow for that left arm, and then again the same on the left. Once that was done, added some nice little fingernails to the monster man. Added some shadows, which looked quite good. Made them more of a bit whitish color. Did the same to the other hand. And I feel like it was just coming good. Decided to make a sort of mutual background. Nice little dark blue, blackish background. Added some fire elements all over him. I wanted to go with some blue flames, not just your typical red flames. I thought I'd make it a bit more, I don't know, maybe sort of inspired by Hercules and Hades. Added some highlights for that fire. Do you like Hercules? Let me know in the comments below. And who is your favorite monster if you've got one? Like, is there a character that is a monster that you love? You know, is it Godzilla, King Kong, or somebody else that I don't know of? Let me know, drop it in the comments below. So looking at my image, I felt like it just still looked a bit too cartoonish. So I grabbed a partial part of a skull and dropped that in overlay. and I thought that would just made it so much more realistic. Whereas like before, I still felt like it was too drawy, too much like a drawing. I then wanted to add some more horror to it, so blood, here you come. Added lots of blood here, there, and everywhere. I also wanted to add a second element or a second light coming from the right hand side. So I thought, why not add a fire on top of a pillar? Color corrected the pillar, added some highlights, dropped this fire in. I first started off with an orange, and I was like, yeah, it's a bit boring. So then I changed it to purple, and I thought, this is like some demon dude. Like, shit, let's make it better. Added some highlights. Damn, that looks so much better. So much cooler. Added some particles coming off the fire and off of him, just to add a bit more atmosphere. Added that glow, which I thought just made it so much better. Dropped in some smoke elements, because obviously he's like fire and like demon, and I don't know, maybe coming up from hell, who knows. Added in some saliva for a bit more of a monster effect, feel, vibe. Added in a few more particles around him. He had to have some more eyes. Let's go with that purple color, the same as the fire. Maybe he's like magical. He's like made magical fire. Fuck, I don't know. A little bit of shadow, and then obviously finished off with that camera raw filter. This is the end result. It was one of my favorite. I love it. If you have a drawing that you want to send in and be turned into reality, don't forget, email it to ruthlessgraphicsyouTube@outlook.com. Don't forget, hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, notification bell. Until next time, guys, see you later.